Hi, I'm Kristen Horler, and welcome to our 30-minute arms and core class. So for today, there's only two pieces of equipment that you will need from your Mom-Letta equipment kit. Your resistance tube, you can use a yellow tube or a red tube. The yellow one is a little lighter than the red. And your loop band. Of course, yours might be a different color than mine, which is perfectly fine, but we will bring both of those tools in for today's arms and core focus. I will do my best to give you modifications virtually, but please listen to your body, honor where you're at today, and we'll definitely have modifications with the core work. All right, let's go ahead and get started with our warm-up. So we're gonna place our feet about hip width apart. You're gonna round forward, tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone, come up to standing, palms up, and squeeze those shoulder blades together right here in this position, dropping those shoulder blades, lengthening the top of your head to the ceiling. So you're really trying to create space between your ears and shoulders and squeezing those shoulder blades together as much as you can. Now we're going to pick up that pace. Reach and pull, lengthen, reach and squeeze those shoulder blades together. Reach and pull. Let's do 5 more. Reach. 4. Belly button in as you squeeze on the pull. 3. 2, one more time, reach and pull, squeeze it in, and now we're going to take it to the right for 3, reach and pull, 2, and 1, go ahead and switch sides, reach, and nice and tall as you pull, 2 more, and last one. From here, we're going to swing those arms over, under. If you have any pain or limitation or any issues going on with your shoulder, just pay attention to what you're able to do on this range of motion. So as we continue to swing arms over and under, we want to try to lengthen the top of our head up towards the ceiling. We want to try to drop those shoulder blades as though you were wearing a pair of jeans and we're taking those shoulder blades to our back pockets. Keep those knees soft. So you don't need to come into a squat, but I also want to make sure you're not fully hyperextending them either. Let's do it at 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going to take one arm and we're going to rotate back. Nice big circles like you're doing a single arm backstroke. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switching sides. Aware of those abdominals. Dropping your shoulders with this so that we're growing up taller, at least pretending that we are, visualizing. Let's do another 3, 2, and 1. All right, from here, interlace your fingertips, soften your knees, tuck your tailbone, let's round forward, just hold that stretch. Pull over to the right side, pull over to the left side, bring it back to center, release those hands. Let's take 3 big shoulder rolls back and down, really exaggerate it. Get those elbows into it and release. So from here, we're going to do one stretch, crossing one foot over, take the same arm, reach it up and over. Even as we're stretching, aware of those abdominals with each exhale, pulling your belly button in. All right, switching sides, cross it over. Couple of breaths here. Relax shoulders. Nice work. Go ahead and release. So let's go ahead and get started today with our loop band. So what we're going to do with this is we're going to go into a row. So you can either use a table or a chair if you have access to one. If you do not, you can place your hand on your right knee. So we're going to hold that loop band in our left hand, and then we're going to anchor it with the right hand, either on a table or a chair with your foot stepped back. If you don't have access to that, you can bring your hand onto your quad. All right, from here, we're going to start hinged forward, and we're going to pull up. Bring that elbow up nice and high. Bring your hand back down, but I want you to keep your loop band taut, so you're not bringing your hand all the way down to meet the other hand. So you're pulling up, squeezing those shoulder blades, come down, but keep that loop band taut and come back up. I'm going to bring it a little closer so you can see what's happening here. So it's taut in this position, pulling it up nice and high, bringing it down, not taking it all the way to here where you've got a loopy or a loosey-goosey loop band. All right, let's do another 6. Pull it up. We've got that pause at the top. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, same side, except instead of anchoring on your hand, you're going to now anchor on your shoe. So around the arch of your foot or the ball of your foot, stepping back. So your feet are starting hip width apart and you're stepping straight back, hinging forward. If you're more comfortable placing your hand on a table or a chair, that's perfectly fine. Otherwise, use your quad here and we'll pull that elbow up. So you've got a greater range of motion here. You can get that full extension. Hopefully the loop band stays tight on your release. Exhale up. With this bent over row, we're trying to keep our hips square to our shoulders, which means we're not opening to the side. I know sometimes you need to peek, take a look at your form, see if we've changed anything. All right, elbow in close. Let's do another 5, 4, 3. Squeeze those shoulder blades at the top. 2, and 1. All right, let's go ahead and switch sides. So release that. Holding it in your right hand, anchoring either on your quad or on a table, and you're going to bring that elbow up. So a little bit lighter on that resistance here. And then we'll add more resistance when we move it to our foot. Exhale, elbow up. With this movement, with this resistance, really focus on getting those ears away from your shoulders. Pull that elbow in close, pause at the top. And we've got another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release from that left hand, bring it down to your foot. Stepping that foot back, again, you can anchor your hand on your quad or in a chair or table, pull it up. Bring it back and squeeze those shoulder blades. A little bit of a pause at the top. Each time you pull up into that row, make sure you're using your breath here. We want to protect our low back by engaging our abdominals. We've got 5 more on this side. Pull it up. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. Nice job. All right, from here, we're going to move into a bicep curl, starting with our tubing. So 2 feet on our tube, big shoulder roll back and down. Knees are unlocked, palms are up. Deep breath in as you exhale, bring it up into that bicep curl. With this range of motion, a couple of things I want you focused on. Knees are unlocked versus fully hyperextending them, which puts us in a forward pelvic tilt. Soften those knees, tuck that tailbone. Upper arm, there's very little movement from that upper arm. You're really just hinging from your elbows. And then your wrists. Keep those wrists nice and straight to that full range of motion, because if you come up here and then try to bring it a little closer with some flexion, it doesn't do any good for your biceps. All right, and that added resistance isn't very good for our wrists either. We've got 5 more. Exhale up. Inhale down. Last 3, 2, and 1. We've got 1 more bicep move. Loop band this time. All right, we're going to hold it in our right hand, anchor it around our left foot, come down to kneeling, rotate your palms up, and you're going to curl. It's like a hammer curl, but look, you're probably only getting to about 90 degrees here. So it's a different range of motion, a different resistance, completely different position that you were just in with your tube. Still focused on that breath, bringing that belly button in as you lift. Full extension right here. Breathe it in, exhale. How high can you lift? So palm is facing in. It's like you're lifting a weight, like you're doing a hammer curl. Let's do another 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. And what we're going to do is drop those shoulders, take your knuckles. It's like you're going to punch the wall. Punch the wall. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower that hand down. All right, let's switch sides. After this side of biceps, we've got a little core work, so your upper body gets a break. All right, hinging forward, hips square to your shoulders, arm extends, that loop band should be taut already. Deep breath in, hammer curl up, about 90 degrees, unless you can go a little higher with that without compromising your form. So we're aware of that breath work, draw that belly button in. Drop those shoulders. 5 more. Last 3, 2. Remember this one, last one, we're gonna hold up, take those knuckles, punch the wall. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's release that down. Okay, we're coming down into a plank series. So with your plank, you have options. Forearms on knee, forearms and knees. That's option 1. Option 2 is straight arms and knees. Option 3, forearms, straight legs. Option 4, straight arms, straight legs. All right, we have 4 rounds. First 2, we're gonna hold. Last 2, we're gonna add movement. Whatever one works for you. We've got a 20-second hold in 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring it up. All right, you're gonna check those feet or knees, whatever on the mat. They should be about hip width, shoulder width apart here. Then I want you to take those shoulders, drop them down, creating this little space here between your ears and your shoulders. Make sure you're not locking out your elbows here. So just like with our knees, we don't want to hyperextend. 3, 2, and 1. Lower to your knees, sit back on your heels, rotate your palms to the ceiling, bring your forehead to the mat. 3 deep breaths here. All right, we've got number 2 of 4. I want you to challenge yourself. If you're ready to take it up a level, we've got the same thing. We're going to hold for 20. We go in 3, 2, 1. Let's take it up. So checking in again with that breath, so that each time you exhale, you're pulling that belly button to your spine. Focus on that breath. You're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. To your knees. Sit back on your heels. Rotate your palms. Bring your forehead to your mat. 3 breaths. With that rotation of your palms towards the ceiling, hopefully you're feeling a little stretch through your shoulders as well. All right, number 3 of 4, we're going to add movement now. So pick your position that works for you. And then I will let you choose either if you're on straight arm straight arm on your toes or your knees, you're going to add a shoulder tap. However, if you're on your forearms, knees, or toes, what I'm going to have you do instead of tapping your shoulder is you're going to lift up your right arm, come forward about 4 inches, and then come back. Forward about 4 inches and come back. We're going in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Add that movement. 20 seconds here. Ears away from those shoulders. Do what works for you, either on your toes or on your knees, on your hands or on your forearms. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. To your knees. You are almost there. Sit back on those heels. Rotate those palms up. Forehead to the mat. Let's breathe. All right, number 4 of 4, and then we're back to standing for some upper body work. All right, same thing. Whatever you did on that 3rd round, we're going to do here on our 4th one. Deep breath in. We're up in 3, 2, and 1. Let's do it. 20 seconds. Protect those shoulders. Place those hands or your elbow right where it was before you moved it. So lift that hand up, tap your shoulder, Place that hand back where it was before. And we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. To your knees. Sit back on those heels. Rotate your palms. Take a deep breath here. From here, let's bring it to hands and knees. Curl your toes under. We're going to take a deep breath in and press into downward facing dog as you exhale. Little stretch through those calves and hamstrings, but if you really press your face towards your knees, you should get a little stretch in your shoulders as well. Let's soften those knees, heels up. Walk your hands all the way back. With straight legs, we're just going to let our upper body hang here. Just hang. Interlace your hands behind your back. Interlace those fingertips. Lift your hands up. A little stretch through those shoulders, looking towards your knees. Nice deep breath. Belly button up. On the exhale, release your hands down. Soften your knees and slowly bring it to standing. All right, so for this next move, we are going to transition to upper body, loop band just above your wrists here. All right, so feet are about hip width, shoulder width apart. What we're gonna do is we're gonna raise up to shoulder height. However, those shoulder blades are dropping, so avoid shrugging up. Shoulder blades are down, and we're gonna pulse out. We're gonna start with our palms facing down. We've got 10 reps. We're gonna exhale. Let's go. Belly button in with that exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your arms down. Now we're going to rotate in. So palms face each other, fingertips forward, deep breath in. We're up. Exhale, let's go. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and lower those hands down. With a quick exhale, if I was watching you from the side, here's what I would want to see is, so that belly button draws in. It's a quick, intense exhale, engaging those abdominals with our upper body exercise. All right, now we are going to rotate our palms. So I don't know if you can see this. My right hand is facing down. My left hand is facing down, but they are about shoulder width apart. So I'm going to anchor with the left hand. Let me make that a fist instead. Anchor with that left hand, left arm, press. Press, relax those shoulders. Let's go. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Check those shoulders. 3, 2, 1. Switching sides. Palm pressing. Opposite arm is your anchor at shoulder height. Deep breath in. Press. Press. 8, 7, 6. Grow a little taller if you can. 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, we're going to take our loop band in our right hand. We're going to anchor it across our chest on our right shoulder. Now, right hand's going to come in. We're going to step our right foot back. So we're going from hip width apart, step it back into a staggered stance. We're keeping it upright. We're not hinging forward. Upper arm stays stable. Deep breath in. Exhale. Try to get that full extension, but look what's happening to my wrist. I want you to avoid that position. Knuckles down if you can. Come up to 90, keep that the resistance loop taut, back down. So we're gonna inhale up, exhale down. Let's go for 10. Each exhale, belly button draws in. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, hold this one straight, knuckles face down, arm is straight, shoulders are dropped, and let's lift it up. 10, 9, 8, lengthen. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it all the way back up. Switching sides. Now your right hand comes across to your left shoulder to anchor. Feet are hip width apart, left foot steps back. All right, press it down, check that wrist. Rotate so those knuckles are coming straight down. Adjust if you need to on your loop band. All right, let's go. Just like with our biceps. That exhale on the exertion means you're drawing your belly button to your spine. Anytime I say lengthen, what I mean is I want those shoulders down, ears away, top of your head to the ceiling. We've got 4, 3, 2, hold it straight on this one, and straight arm back for 10. Lengthen. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Let's set that to the side. We are coming down for side plank. So with side plank, so we're going to go through this 3 times. You have a choice, straight legs, or you can bend at your knees, just making sure that you kick the feet back and that your knees are aligned with your hips and your shoulders, that you're not pulling your knees forward. All right, whatever works for you, toes or knees or feet or straight leg or bent leg. Deep breath in, bring it up, extend that arm. We are holding here. Just like with every other move that we did, we are exhaling and drawing that belly button to the spine, even though we are holding in a static position here. You've got 10 seconds. You're dropping those shoulders, always trying to create space here between our ears and shoulders. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hips are down. Adjust that elbow, move that elbow, release that shoulder a bit. All right, number 2, we add movement. If we progress and it becomes too intense, hold or shorten your lever by coming to your knees. Deep breath in, up on the exhale. This time, lower and lift. It's just an inch. Staying in one straight line as best as you can. We've got another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Again, shake out that arm, little release for that shoulder. It's a lot to be supporting your body weight on that shoulder, so pay attention to what's going on. Adjust as you need to. Last one, deep breath in. Exhale, lift it up. We're going to take this arm, we're going to pass it underneath, look behind you, and reach it back up. If you can, look to that wall behind you. We've got 3 more, just like this. Twist and reach, twist and reach. One more time. Twist, reach, hold it. 3, 2, 1, and down. All right, we're doing awesome. Switch sides. 3 times through. First one, we're holding. So whatever you did on the other side, try to do it on this side. Try not to modify one only. All right, elbow underneath that shoulder. Deep breath in, lifting up. We are holding, breathing, lengthening, working to stabilize here. If your feet stack don't work and you need to stagger them, perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Just breathing. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it. Release that shoulder. Bring it back down so it's underneath your elbow. Deep breath. We are up. Extend that arm. Lower and lift. Very small range of motion here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hips are down. All right, one more time, and then we're going to stretch out those obliques. Grab a quick sip and move back into upper body. Deep breath in. Exhale. Lift it up. Take that hand, pass it underneath. Look to that wall behind you. Reach it back up. When you come back up, I want you looking forward. I don't want you looking towards the ceiling. Don't stress that cervical spine. You've only got 2 more. Twist, reach. Last one. Twist and reach. Hold. 3, 2, 1. We are down. Trying to get you to not collapse because you know it's the end. Simply because I catch myself all the time doing that. All right, let's take one hand. Bring it down towards the mat, opposite arm, reaching up and over. Nice deep breath here. And release. Go ahead and switch sides, up and over. All right, we've got some moves next on the mat. And if you've got any wrist issues, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a modification for triceps. So remember the triceps we just did? So if you've got wrist pain or discomfort, you're going to modify the triceps we're doing on the mat with the one we just did. You can just do it kneeling instead of standing. Okay? So if it bothers you, feel free to sub that out. We'll do 2 times through so you can get both arms. We're going to do 1 set of push-ups. So we get a lot of pulling forward, weakening of certain muscle groups because we might be at a computer, we might be driving, we might be caring for others, even cooking. Everything pulls us forward. So we're not doing a lot of chest work. We're doing 1 set of push-ups, that's it. But we're going to counterbalance that with at least 2 sets of pulling movements. Like we just did some rowing, we'll do some seated as well. 1 set of push-ups. on your toes or your knees, your choice. We're only doing 10 at your own pace. I don't care if you only drop an inch. It's up to you. Inhale, elbows out, exhale, 10 reps. That's it. Slow. Focus on that breath. Leading from your chest. Seeing how much of this core strength is required in this push-up. Wherever you're at, try to hit 10 and then sit back into child's pose, just like we did with our plank. Use that breath to push up. And when you're finished, sit back on those heels. Rotate your palms to the ceiling, forehead to your mat. Deep breath here. And release. We're going to flip it over and take a seat. This is a tricep move that may bother your wrists if you've got any inflammation. Feet and knees together. Palms are flat. Hips are up. What we're going to do is we're going to bend and press. The hips are coming along for the ride. We're not pumping our hips up. They're just coming along for the ride. All right, so decide if you're going to do the tricep dips here on the mat, or if you're going to grab your loop band kneeling and do that tricep press. Lifting in 3, 2, 1. Let's take it up. Bend and press. Bend and press. Feet are together. Knees are pressing in. Remember, those hips are just coming along for the ride. All the movement is bending at the elbows, pressing up, straight. Let's do another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Taking a seat. We're going to reverse the direction with those hands, so knuckles are facing down. Lean back for a little bit of a stretch here to those forearms into those wrists. Release your hands, rotate them in one direction. Switch directions with that rotation. All right, one more time through. So if you were doing the tricep press kneeling, go ahead and switch arms now. Palms are flat, feet together, knees together. Deep breath in. We are up. This time, kick one leg out, knees press in, foot flex. Let's go for 10. Still engaging that core with each exhale, even though you're not trying to stabilize. Switch legs. 10. Lengthen. 3, 2, and 1. Feet down. Take a seat. Let's stretch out those triceps. Bring one arm back behind your head. Press that elbow down and then ever so slightly lift your chin. Nice deep breath here. And release. Go ahead and switch arms. Opposite arm comes back. Press that elbow down and then lifting your chin up. All right, we've got a seated row. First one we're going to do with our resistance tube. All right, we're going to get up onto those sit bones. So we talked about pushing versus pulling. So we're going to do twice as much pulling as we do pushing. All right, we're going to take the tube. See where it is? Around my shoelaces. I'm going around the outside of my shoes, meeting at the center. You see that? Meeting at the center. What I want you to do now, up on those sit bones, is grab onto the fabric so that your resistance tube is taut when your arms are straight. Lengthen up towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Elbows in close. Squeeze those shoulder blades. And then release. If you need to choke up a little bit more on the fabric, go ahead and do that now. Squeeze, lengthen, we're sitting tall, release. Pull that belly button in. Release it forward. Squeeze and hold. Really think about pinching or holding a pencil between your shoulder blades here. And then also with the cervical spine, so lengthening, think about like a cervical collar that someone might have after a car accident, how that really pushes their shoulders down. Yes, it stabilizes their neck and their cervical spine, but it's creating space so the ears are pulling away, up and away, and the shoulders are dropping down. So let's do another 5. Think about a string pulling the top of your head towards the ceiling. A lot to think about here, right? Belly button to your spine. Last 2. And bring this one back, squeeze and hold, and then we're gonna just do an extra pulse here. So squeeze, squeeze, Squeeze those shoulder blades. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release and release those fingertips. Round forward. So that movement really helps to strengthen your rhomboids, which are the muscles right in between your shoulder blades. All right. So now we're going to add a little bit more resistance. We're going to put this, loop your loop band around the arch of your right foot or left foot. Hold the loop band in your right hand. Sit it tall, deep breath in. So palm is facing down. I'm going to demo this first, then rotate in. Now palm faces in, elbow is close. Let me spin the other direction. Maybe this will help. So anchored around the left foot, holding it in the right hand, palm facing down, sit it tall. Deep breath in, exhale, rotate. Palm is now in. I'm squeezing the shoulder blade. All right, let's go. Inhale, exhale to pull. Make sure you're up on those sit bones. Really important here. Rotate that palm in, squeeze that shoulder blade. Opposite arm is just relaxed. 5 more here. Pull it in, squeeze. 4, 3, down and back. 2, last one. Let's bring it back and hold it here. And elbow, press back, press. So remember how before we were kind of taking our, what exercise was it? We were punching the wall after our biceps. Now it's like you're trying to hit your elbow or your funny bone on that wall behind you. 5 more. Sit it tall. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, release that. We're going to switch to the other side and then we're going to stretch it out. All right, loop it around the arch of your other foot. Right foot, left hand, palm is down, up onto those sit bones, lengthen, deep breath in, rotate that palm, pull that elbow in close, squeeze it. Remember, we're drawing that belly button in. We're sitting taller, squeezing down and back. As you pull that elbow in close to your rib cage. You pull back, a little bit of a pause, so it's not a pumping movement. We're bringing it back with control. 5 more. 4, 3, 2. Last one we're going to hold. Pull it back, down, and a little pump here for 10. Press that elbow back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So maybe at the end there, you maybe started to feel that move into your medial lat a little bit. Or sorry, not your medial lat, from your lat into your medial deltoid. We'll get this muscle group straight. All right, and let's take it to cat and cow position. I want you to tuck your tailbone, tuck your chin, and release forward pelvic tilt, looking up towards the ceiling. Come back to neutral spine, curl those toes under, take a deep breath in. Exhale, press back. Soften your knees, heels up. Walk your hands all the way back, straight legs. Let the weight of your head and shoulders hang. Interlace your fingertips behind your back. Lift. Open through those shoulders. Release your hands down. Soften your knees, slowly bringing it up at the top. Let's take a big shoulder roll back and down. One arm across. Rotate that palm to the ceiling. Elbow comes in. And release, switching sides. Rotate your palm up. Elbow comes in. And release. All right, let's take one more deep breath together. Bring those hands into heart center. We're going to inhale up. Fill your lungs. And exhale to release. Great job today. Thank you so much for joining us for our 30-minute arms and core class. I hope you enjoyed that workout. If you need any additional modifications, please reach out to me or your certified Momletta instructor. I look forward to seeing you again in class soon. Have a great day.